Hello everyone, hi, welcome and welcome back. I am Miss Tracy Renee. Thank you for clicking on today's video. In today's video I will be showing you all or discussing, talking, mentioning with you all some baby essentials at 6 months. So if you are new here, I do have a 7-month-old now. Dylan turned 7 months last week, so he is 7 months and 2 weeks now. And I just thought that it would be really good to share with you all some of the things that we use on a daily basis. These are things that I think really comes in handy for starting at 6 months old, and we literally use these things every single day. So some of the items you probably would start using like between 5 months maybe, and then 6-7 month stage is when the baby really get into the hang of using the items. So I'm gonna just get right into today's video. Alright guys, so the first item that I want to talk to you all about is Dylan's play mat or play area that we built for him in like the nook of the living room. And I think this is really essential for a 6-month-old, because at 6 months babies are starting to crawl, babies are starting to just be a little bit more independent when it comes to like playtime. And I thought that building him this play area would really help with like tummy time, crawling, and just developmental functions, period. So yes, I built him a play area, and I just place all of his toys and things. It's just like a little confined space just specifically for him to just do his thing. And trust me, he does his thing. He enjoys that play area. We enjoy him enjoying the play area, and it is really essential. I think if you don't have a play area for your 6-month-old, and you are able to create one, do it by any means, all means necessary. Dylan does not have like a nursery or anything. Our apartment is a 3-bedroom, and I have 2 daughters, and they got their own room, and then the master bedroom. So Dylan does not have his own space. So we created him a space, and it's working well. You'll see that I have like all of his toys and things, and he really gets busy in this area. So that is something I think that is essential for a 6-month-old, because they're starting to be a little bit more independent and developing more. So yeah. Alright guys, so the next essential that I will discuss is baby eating utensils. I think this is really good because at 6 months, or maybe even 5 months for some parents, or whenever you feel is the right time to start giving your baby solids or pureed, like solid foods. It's really good to have a baby feeding spoon, a baby feeding bowl, so that way you're keeping up with portions, and like you're not, like, I feel like a metal spoon would be a bit too harsh. And this is just my opinion. I'm not, of course, a pediatrician or anything like that, but the baby feeding spoons and plastic spoons and things like that, I think is really good for babies when they're starting out with the pureed or the solid foods. So I picked some bowls and spoons up from Target. They're really inexpensive, and I think I got this like off the clearance rack, the bowls and the spoons. But Amazon, I have some really good, like, great quality baby feeding utensils and bowls and things like that. And I think that this is really essential because at 6 months, normally or usually babies start to eat solids, and you want to make sure you're like giving the right portions and things like that. So using the baby feeding items is really essential to a 6-month-old. Alright guys, so my next baby essential I believe at birth, really, through period, just having these are really essential, and these are baby books. So we got Dylan his first book at birth, and it's kind of like tells a story about him, and we read that to him as a newborn. I don't read it as much now, and actually, if I'm being honest, I do not read to him every night. But after this video, I promise I will start reading to him every night. It will be a part of my to-do list before I go to bed, or before he goes to bed, because he does go to sleep before me. And I'll start reading to him more. We only have the 4 books. We will, you know, build his library as he grows, but right now we just kind of like reading the same books over and over, so he can get, his mind can, you know, get used to the same story, kind of like with toys, you know. It's easier to stimulate a child's, I was about to sneeze. It's easier to stimulate a child's mind with, you know, repeating the same things. It's easier for them to develop and understand and learn that way. So we only read these 4 books to him when we do. I'm not gonna sit here and say we read every night, because we don't. But I will start after this video, because I need to. It's important. So books are really essential, you know, from the start. But 6 months is really when, you know, you will see them react to your face, and, you know, things like that. And as you tell the story, you'll see more of a reaction starting at 6 months. So books and reading is really essential for 6 months. So yeah. All right. So with baby utensils and, you know, eating items that we use for him, we also got, well, we didn't get Dylan, Mom purchased him a high chair, and I think that it's really, really important to have a high chair if you're able, only because of, you know, posture, and babies, of course, gonna make mess, and you just want them to have their own space and kind of get used to the idea of sitting at, you know, this specific place when it's time to eat. So, you know, like eating on the floor, eating in all these awkward places, probably won't help when it's time to eat dinner at the dinner table, and you want your kid to come to the dinner table and eat dinner. So I think that the high chair is really good for also just, you know, posture and things like that. He's sitting up and he's eating. He's not sitting, you know, on the floor. He's not sitting, you know, on the couch or anything like that. It's really helpful and useful to us. And also, a lot of times when we're like snacking and eating, we can sit him at his high chair and he can eat. He can eat as well. It's easier to feed him when he's, you know, at the same level as us eating once we sit. So I think that it is very helpful to have a high chair. And I believe, yes, the high chair came from Amazon, and it's actually like a 2-in-1. It's a high chair, and then it turned to a toddler table after, you know, a certain age. So it kind of grows with him as he reaches certain milestones. So I think that this was a really good buy and very essential, because eventually he'll be able to eat at the table with the chair. And yeah, so I'll make sure I link everything that I'm talking about in the description. It's maybe minus the books, because those 4 books, I got one from a baby, like what do you call it, a baby boutique store, and then the other ones is just random places, I believe, like one from Amazon. I don't know, I'm rambling and I'm going off of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll link everything. Right, so the next 2 things that I want to talk about is Dylan's Jumperoo and his toddler tabletop, not toddler, it's a tabletop like high chair type of situation. So the Jumperoo, like, I feel like when it's essential, because when I need to like sweep the floor really quick, or, you know, load the dishwasher, it's somewhere I can sit him and I know he's safe. Whereas on his play area, we're constantly, like, we're either sitting over there with him, or we're constantly, you know, like, just keeping an eye out. The couch is behind, I mean, the play area is behind the couch. So if we're sitting on the couch, we kind of like turn in every 2 seconds to make sure he's playing right, or, you know, not hurting himself, or, you know, putting in any danger. Whereas we can put him in the Jumperoo, and my phone is ringing. Hopefully it stops soon. Wait a minute, let me get it. Sorry about that. So the Jumperoo is a more stable and safe place that we sit him when we need to, like I was saying, like if I gotta do the dishes, if I have to like cook dinner, or straighten up the living room, we sit him in there, and we know he's not, you know, nothing is going to fall on his head, or he's not going to get his fingers caught in anything. And it's an activity, little situation where he's busy playing with all these different things, so he don't have time to cry, although he do cry when he's about tired of it. But it's essential. It helps us, it helps him with growth and development, and it's really good to have, especially when you are a mom of multiple kids and you have so many different things going on throughout, you know, the day, and you need somewhere for him to sit, and it's safe, and he's developing and growing when he sit there. So it's really good to have that. The other thing was the high chair, like a tabletop type of high chair situation. It does have a couple activities on it, but before we got his actual high chair, we had the tabletop high chair, where we can like sit it on top of our island and also feed him, or we can sit it on the couch where he's sitting up and he can watch TV, although he doesn't watch TV. But it's still like a stable space that we can sit him, and he is safe, and he is, you know, sitting up, and he's not laying down, and he can see what's happening and what's going on. He can be, you know, yeah. So that thing, or that chair, is also very helpful and essential to have. I actually love like every last single one of these items, or these things that I'm mentioning in today's video. I absolutely love all of these items, and we literally use these items almost every day. I'll make sure I link everything in the description box if I can. I know the books might be a little troublesome to link, so I would recommend just going to like Target and going to their little book area, going to, you know, age appropriate books for your baby. I would also recommend Amazon. Amazon is great for books, baby books. And then if you do have like some sort of baby boutique store in your neighborhood, in your area, check it out. You might find some really cool, unique things there. And yeah, so that is it for my baby essentials, my baby everyday items that we use. I hope this video was very helpful. I think that, yeah, I think that is it. Yes, so that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Comment down below if you're using any of these items already, or comment down below when your baby will be 6 months and you're like, this is very helpful. Let me know what you all think. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.